Hello and welcome to a beautiful fall day here at Sacred Breath Qigong. Today we're going to do a seated practice. Normally we practice standing up, but there's many of you who have got a reason that standing isn't an option right now. A few of you have just come out of surgery. Some of you are working on an injury. And so this is a practice that can be done seated. Often when we come out of anesthesia, our energy systems are all out of whack. And here at Sacred Breath, we work at marrying nature with our breath, our thoughts, and our movements to connect better with the sacred and the divine. And that is a practice we're going to do seated today. So get ready. Find a chair that's firm and solid. It's nice if it doesn't have arms, but that's okay if it does. Move to the front of your seat and relax your tailbone towards the earth. You don't have to tip it, just drop it, relax it a little bit, lengthen that spine upward, and relax the shoulders to the earth. Often we carry a lot of tension in the upper body. This is an opportunity to just notice that, no judgment about it, and let it release. We'll start by opening up space from head to toe in the joints, because that's where the energy flows. The life force energy that flows through us needs that open space. And when we have inflammation from surgery or from injury, it can't move quite as freely. So today we're going to start at the bottom and we're going to work with our feet. So we're just going to start tipping them up and down. And if it's comfortable, you can move to a bounce. If it's not, stay here, just pumping the blood. Pump it, pump it. Let's alternate left, right, left, right, left, right. And just pump that. Now I notice some snap, crackle, popping in my ankles. That means that there isn't quite enough fluid in there. And so this is something that would help with that. You just keep pumping. Back to 2, heels. Now thump them on the ground. And just let that vibration run up through the legs, activating the meridian pathways, the electrical pathways, the lymphatic system, and the blood flow to move through the legs. Often when we're sitting for long periods of time or we're stagnant energy, that isn't pumping. So something so simple as thumping your feet on the floor will help that pump. All right. We're going to take our feet wide. We're going to lift the toes and drop. Now let's alternate. Go back to 2, pumping the toes. Remember, it's subtle, but it's pumping it all through the system. And if you start to pay attention, you can feel that run all the way up your leg, into your inner leg, your buttocks. You can feel it all the way through. All right, feet back together. And let's just work the knees a little bit. So if you can straighten. And again, feel it moving all the way up your leg just to move that knee. Now if your knee's tight, move it smaller. And if you can't move it at all, we just take the hand and rub on it. Rub on the front and rub underneath. All right, other leg. We're just going to lift and lower. Again, some of this stuff seems so silly, and yet when you see how much better your body works after 10 or 15 minutes of this, you'll want to do it every day, especially when you're recovering. All right, hips. We're going to bring our feet wide, and we're going to take our chin out and fold. Bring your chin to your chest and roll up. Extend and fold, pushing out and back, forward and back, forward and back, chin to chest, and then straighten the head up. All right, shoulders. Circling them slowly. And then rotate them forward slowly. The season is fall right now, and the element that works with fall and associates with fall is a metal element. It is an element of courage, self-confidence, and strength. And sometimes when we're in pain, we don't feel any of those things. It's a good element to work on. About clarity and structure in your life. All right, let's take the arms out. Flat palms to the earth and extend. Bring them into a fist. Flip the hands, extend. Fist. When you fist, pull it in nice and tight and then extend. We're just opening up those pathways all the way down the arms. Again, relax the shoulders down. They shouldn't be sneaking up. Extend, tighten, twist, open. Now just open, pumping that through the system. All right, turn them over and pump it. This time, pull them back in towards the fist. So reach, pull, 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 and let that settle. Feet back together. Now we're just going to move from side to side in our chair. Lifting the cheek, shifting the weight, lift and shift. And you can feel that in your low back. If you'd like, take your hands to your low back and just lift the tissue and the skin up and down. Our connective tissue that sits around those muscles, when the muscles get tightened, everything shortens. And so if we can loosen the connective tissue around the outside of it, the muscle then can relax a little bit. So we're just lifting the butt cheek from side to side and moving the skin up and down on our low back. All right, bring it around to the front. It's a little tricky, but we're going to hit on the leg creases here. Sometimes when we're sitting, some of these things aren't as conducive as standing up, but we can still do it. Bring it back in and take a breath. All right, we're going to move into a little bit of a flow here. Let's just open up the neck a little bit more. Shoulder to ear, shoulder to ear. And bring your hands up into a football goal post. And we're just going to same thing. Tip to one side, tip. This is opening up the upper back and the neck. And what we're doing is just trying to get that flow going. Flow is the natural state of life. It feels comfortable and relaxed. If you hit anything, we're going to turn and look up over our shoulder. It doesn't feel comfortable or relaxed or just barely at tension. Don't push so far. Over, over. Make sure you're breathing gently through your nose. All right, elbows together. Flat palms, pump it down. And open. Again, bring them together. Pump it up and down. And open. Relax those shoulders down. Keep those shoulders from climbing up. And pump. All right, open. Tip. Tip. And up. Tip. And up. One more here. tip. And bring it together. Now we'll move into a flow. All right. Bring our feet a little bit apart. We're going to put the back of our hands together and we're going to bring this bubbling spring up and around. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. Out in front of you, push and bring it in. Push. Push. Just picture yourself swimming across the lake. Smooth, clear water. Get down and around. Hands up in front of you, and we're just going to slide across, side to side, rotating on the hips, leading with the elbow, filling that back opening, enjoying the peace that's moving through the body. Picture a white light or white clouds flowing by. Bring that in. And we're going to come down and we're going to scoop. And we're going to gather up white light and circulate it through our system. Circulating white light around and around. When you come up, bring your arms up and slightly roll back and around. One more here. Now we'll change directions. Bring it around. And modify as you need. You could do it up here. Doesn't have to be all the way down. Scoop to the level you're at. Two more here. And as you go up, let's stop here and stretch. Palms facing the ceiling or the top of the sky if you can. Bring the hands down. And bring them in front of you. Bring them in. And create a tiger paw that's going to push out. Twist and pull it back in. And as you breathe out again, just a gentle growl at the back of your throat. The tiger represents courage. And as we go through hard things, sometimes we need extra courage. Just growl at the back of your throat. Breathe it in, let it settle. And we're going to end our practice here because the UPS van is coming up the road. Have a beautiful day. Take a breath and let it go.